Stan, Kyle, Eric, Kenny, and TWEEK.
The character I am collecting in this video is TWEEK in Season 6 of South Park.
Okay, now put on the nose, TWEEK. I can't, you do it! Just stick it on! But what if I put it in the wrong place?
First appearing in the penultimate episode of South Park's second season, this bundle of nervousness became a background character from Season 3, making regular episode appearances as one of 20 children who occupy the same classroom and playground as Stan Marsh, Kyle Broflovsky, Eric Cartman, and Kenny McCormick.
I can't take that kind of pressure! No, sweet Jesus, please! Dude, we can't work with this kid.
It is established in his first appearance that the main cause of TWEEK's high levels of anxiety is because his parents, Mr. and Mrs. TWEEK, yes, the family name is the same, only spelt differently, give their 9-year-old son coffee to drink, thinking it will calm him down. Thus his restlessness is due to being high on caffeine and insomnia.
But I think we'll be fine with the money we make selling our son into slavery. Just kidding, son.
What if that had been a child abductor pretending to be a police officer, TWEEK?
He would have sprayed your brains all over the floor and then taken your body off to the woods.
Oh, Jesus!
South Park's 6th season first aired in 2002, from March 6th to December 11th. Of these 17 episodes, TWEEK appears in 10 of them. However, he only has a speaking role in 7 episodes. His jittery voice belongs to South Park's co-creator, Matt Stone.
Oh man, this is too much pressure!
When Kenny died in the penultimate episode of the previous season, the adorably naive Butters became the 4th main character. Now, 6 episodes into Season 6, the boys tell him his probationary period is over, and they don't think he has what it takes to fill Kenny's Parker. While Butters gets revenge by causing mundane chaos, the boys parody the show The Bachelor, as they trial out various other children and Towley to see which one of them is entertaining enough to make them worthy of being their 4th friend.
What if they don't pick me? What if they get us all, man? I mean, Christ, if they can't get to the Pentagon, then they can't get to us all, man.
The final rose is won by the twitching nervous wreck, TWEEK. The reasoning is never given, other than Kenny also had messy blonde hair on the rare occasions it wasn't hidden by his hood.
Yeah, but what if while I'm putting on the nose, the snowman comes to life and tries to kill me? TWEEK, when has that ever happened except for that one time? Yeah.
This is a reference to the very first South Park project Trey Parker and Matt Stone created in 1992, 5 years before the first season of the show was commissioned. Cartman buys some sea people, but when the tiny creatures don't live up to the advertised expectations, the boys decide to use them by pranking their teacher, Miss Chokes-on-Dick, by pouring the sea people into her coffee.
Listen to me. We must take a strict vow of silence. Jesus Christ, we killed her! Shh, TWEEK, shut the hell up!
It is reported that although her precise cause of death is unknown, an autopsy found semen inside Chokes-on-Dick's stomach.
They found the semen! It's only a matter of time before they find the women, too! You're gonna fry, man! Hey, TWEEK, you're in this just as much as we are. What? I told you not to put the sea people in your coffee! I wasn't even there when you did it!
The boys go to the hospital to fish the semen out of their dead teacher's body. TWEEK is told to warn the others if anyone approaches the room, using the code word hammer time.
You guys! Don't catch us. Miss Chokes-on-Dick stinks inside. Yeah. Don't stop. Hammer time!
Chef explains to the children the difference between seamen and seamen, and also reassures them that drinking some brine shrimp wouldn't have been enough to kill Miss Chokes-on-Dick.
I'm so relieved!
The next day, Cartman discovers that the sea people have absorbed the semen he put into the tank, and have become intelligent enough to form a sea-ciety. Meanwhile, Professor Chaos, aka Butters, has been trying to come up with an original devious scheme, but every idea he has already been done on The Simpsons, causing him to have a yellow fever breakdown and hallucinate that everyone in South Park looks like a Simpsons character. The semen-powered sea people have now advanced to an ancient Greek-like civilization, but when the Cartman worshippers go to war with the TWEEK worshippers, the tiny creatures destroy themselves.
Tweek, you might have to take the fall on this one.
The parents are worried that their children may have been molested by their Catholic priest, Father Maxey.
What are they talking about? I don't know. Maybe they want to kill us!
A counsellor tries to get to the bottom of the subject by asking the children if Father Maxey has ever put something in their butts.
Hello there, children!
Chef, what would a priest want to stick up my butt?
Goodbye.
Nobody's going to tell us! This is going to drive me insane!
The boys are angry with film directors Steven Spielberg and George Lucas for making changes to E.T. and Star Wars. They decide to start a club designed to protect movies from their directors, and to garner more interest, Cartman promises all who join a free hat.
First we were just forming a club, now we have to make hats! Where does it end? Alright, let's go get the gymnasium ready. Tweek, you go make 50 hats. 50 hats? Oh, Jesus!
A large crowd assembles, but only because they thought the purpose of the club was to free Hat McCullen, a convicted baby murderer who claims he only killed in self-defense.
What?
The boys and rednecks agree the club can be used for both causes, though neither is actually interested in the other.
What do you see as positive about toddler murder?
It's easy?
When Steven Spielberg and George Lucas announce they are going to re-edit Raiders of the Lost Ark, the boys break into Lucas's mansion to steal the film's original print. Their attempt to melt Lucas's icy heart with a Warm Island song fails. TWEEK escapes and tries to rally the adult members of the club to help, but they still only care about petitioning for the release of Hat McCullen.
Oh God, I'm gonna have to do this myself! Oh God!
The finale of the episode is a South Park replica of Raiders of the Lost Ark's ending, featuring film director Francis Ford Coppola.
All I want are my friends! Wow. Except for Cartman, you can keep him!
Spielberg convinces Indiana TWEEK not to blow up the box containing the re-edit.
You guys, close your eyes! Don't look at it! What? Don't watch the movie, you guys! It'll be terrible! Close your eyes!
The Raiders of the Lost Ark is saved, and more importantly, Hat McCullen is released.
Thank you, everyone. Kill the innocent! I'm so thankful for all your support. Rape the virgin! And I just wonder if I could get a baby real quick?
One of the children's classmates, Bebe, has started to develop breasts, making all the boys so obsessed with her that their young brains devolve into primitive primates. Before this devolution occurs, Cartman meets with Stan, Kyle, and TWEEK to discuss replacing one of them with Bebe. A twist is we naturally expect TWEEK to be given the boot, but Cartman actually wants Kyle to leave, which Stan obviously objects to.
F*** you, Kyle! And f*** you, Stan! F*** you, TWEEK! Baby, you're still cool.
Mr. and Mrs. TWEEK warn their son to watch out for child abductors, causing TWEEK to freak out about as much as he does about everything else in life.
Try and stay calm, but we believe an abductor is in your room!
Inside my room? Oh, God!
Bang, you're dead, TWEEK.
What?
You failed the test, son.
This stunt makes TWEEK terrified of every stranger he sees, and thus he refuses to help a man asking for directions, an old lady needing to cross the street, and a paralysed man who is stuck on a railway line.
Please, this isn't funny, kid. You have to help me.
But it could be a trick! That's a pretty good trick.
That night, a jolly, luminous man, claiming to be the ghost of human kindness, teaches Tweek about the kindness of strangers, and that the world is not as horrible as the news reports it to be daily.
You mean that even though all the news is about murderers and abductors, those kind of people only make up a very small part of the world?
That's right, lad. Why don't you get into the back of my van and I'll drive you home?
The police arrive and arrest the ghost, who is actually a serial child predator. To protect their children, a wall is built around South Park, and their parents give them all helmets that monitor their locations.
Why did you have to go and be abducted, Tweek? Now all our parents are freaking out. I didn't mean to!
The parents become even more paranoid when it is reported that most child abductors are friends and family members rather than strangers.
I'm just going to go upstairs and see if Tweek is still in his bed.
Oh, I think I'll go with you.
It's okay, I can do it.
I just want to make sure that you...
That I don't abduct him? How do I know that you haven't done it already?
The parents make their children leave town so they'll be safe, and the boys join a tribe of Mongolians who have been trying to knock down the Great Wall of South Park.
Be oil gauge bag. Big nam the sty. Tell you me, I made a kid of me. Kitten stuck bullsman.
Seeing their children dressed in Mongolian garb makes the parents realize how foolish they've been.
Dude, sometimes I think our parents are really stupid.
This was the last episode featuring Tweek as one of the four main characters, yet he was never officially dismissed the same way Butters was. However, not only did Tweek not really want to be a member of their group anyway, but Cartman did tell him more than once he was a poor replacement for Kenny.
People aren't that into you, Tweek. They find you kind of annoying.
For the remaining 6 episodes of Season 6, Tweek continued to be placed directly amongst Cartman, Stan and Kyle during the opening title sequence, as was Professor Chaos, despite that plotline only lasting 2 episodes. The children are all role-playing as medieval fantasy characters, a la Lord of the Rings. Tweek is appropriately wearing a very large empty jar of coffee as a helmet.
I have to go home now before I get in trouble. Me too! Yeah.
The boys try to complain to their parents that their teacher, Mr. Garrison, is behaving very inappropriately with his new teaching assistant, Mr. Slave. But their parents fear that their children have a prejudiced opinion because their teacher is a homosexual, and so take them to the Museum of Tolerance. Strangely, Tweek was not given any dialogue in these scenes, nor even a vocal yelp of anxiety.
That's it! I'm out! I can't deal with the stress you guys create!
In the final minute of the final episode of Season 6, Kenny returns as if nothing happened. Thus, from Season 7 onwards, Tweek reverted back to being very much a seen but seldom heard character. And in the past 5 seasons, not counting South Park's feature-length specials, he has appeared in many episodes, but he has only spoken once.